What's up, guys? Excuse me, jeez. What's up, guys? I've got AI workers fertilizing this field again over here, which I had already fertilized before the seeding and fertilization process. But apparently that doesn't matter if you fertilize it before that; it still stays at 50%. So I won't be wasting fertilizer doing that anymore. Um, yeah. So I got one AI worker on this, one AI worker planting the soybeans. I was just over here checking out what's on these two little fields right here because I think this will be my next investment. Um, these are owned by Miss Sheila, so looks like she had someone plant some soybeans for her on this field. And over here, it looks like she's got oat, which is that's a coincidence that that's what my two fields are having. Don't you think so? So yeah, I'll depending on what them soybeans bring us, this might be the next investment. I'm not sure. Don't know if it should be this or some more equipment since I'm kind of short on equipment as well. But that's I just think that's kind of convenient that that would be two crops that I already have going into my silo this year. But hey, I guess it is what it is. But yeah, well, while these guys are working, I'm not going to sit out here and act like I'm washing them or nothing like that. That's probably super annoying. What is this? Good lord. Their barley looks really good. Um, if this field wasn't so expensive, I'd say that's the next investment, but it is what it is. Get back over to our side of the tracks here. The bigger the farm gets, I'm trying to figure out if that's going to be like the telltale sign of needing more equipment, or if I can just keep going at the rate I'm going with two tractors. Something else I didn't even think of when I bought these two plots, it comes with this over here. This is a big space. Now it's a bowl shape, so I don't even know if I could put a field in here. It is fun to drive around though. Woo! It would be a small field. If I did that, I'd kind of need to get an excavator or a bulldozer or something in here with some dirt and kind of level it out first. But I thought that was crazy that I didn't know that. I own this too, so if I can't afford a field after the soybean harvest turn in, I could just rent a plow and a stronger tractor and create me another little small field. So that's pretty cool. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna let these guys do their job. I'm gonna go inside, go over some paperwork, and yeah, I'll bring you guys back here soon. What's going on, guys? It's soybean time. Um, both of them, just to keep you in the loop, both of my fields are, um, both of them are fully fertilized. They're showing about a 97 to 98% yield bonus. Um, I've taken the best care of them that I can. We're gonna hope they bring a really decent profit, but for right now, speaking of profits, let's see what we got here. Goldcrest is paying high. Dang. I hate using the train though, that's the only thing. I think I'll just take them to Feed Grain South. I don't know why it is, guys. I think it's just I always have a difficult time with the train for some reason. Plus, if I'm gonna use the train, then I would have to rent a different trailer for sure, because I just want to take it all in one go, which was an option, but we'll do this because it's going to cost $1,000 to rent the train anyway, so you ain't gonna freak out over it. We'll save just as much. We'll make just as much doing this. Now, as far as what I'm going to do with the money, no idea yet. I would love to make enough to buy those 2 fields next to mine, but I don't know if we've got that much profit in this soybean, but we'll find out from this first trailer. Those 2 fields are like 250. Let's see, 225. So I'm not saying it can't happen. There is a chance, but I have to be able to rent the combine still, So that's going to be where the margin lies. Let's see what we get off this first trailer, though. You never know. Never know. That's climbing really fast, actually. Oh man, look at it. That's enough for the field right there. Man, I'm telling you, we might have it going on. I don't know. Let's get that other little bit that's left and see exactly what we can get to, because that's enough for the field, but that's not enough for the field and to rent the combine that we need to. I can always rent a smaller combine if I have to, but yeah, eventually, if we can get those fields, then that will probably be where I stop on buying land for at least a year or 2, just because I really need to I think I need to own at some point a harvester, which with the soybean field I have planted, if I can hold all those till June of next year, I think that will, my field's almost double the size of that other one, so I would say I think that would give me kind of like what I need, money wise, to maybe buy the combine. Not 100% on it. Depends on which combine I pick, obviously. If I had money when one would just pop up in the for sale store, or the whatever it is, Facebook Marketplace, or the farm sale store, then that would be awesome. But I keep spending my money on land. Alright, so that's 73% of a trailer. This might be another 100,000 here. I'm not sure. I'm not too good at the math on my feet like that. But hopefully this puts us over 300,000, because that'll be great. Over 300,000, we can buy that land with the 2 fields that already have the crops we're going to be using anyways. And that's not going to leave us much money to play with. We'll be able to rent the combine and then stop. And like I said, I'll probably go ahead and I'll have to rent a bale trailer, which is fine. I can go ahead and pick up the bale out both of those fields, possibly. Like I said, if I buy that land, I can bale out both oat fields, and then maybe keep the oat and just sell the bales. I know it won't be like the best money on bales, but that price really doesn't vary that much, like maybe 20 or 30 bucks a bale. But first of all, let's see what we get from this. And I guess it really depends on if Miss Sheila wants to sell that land too. Oh yeah, see what I'm saying? That's a plenty. That is a plenty to buy that land. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to... Well, first things first, for sure. I'm probably going to take this trailer to the store and sell it, because with the money I sell this trailer for, I should be able to rent a larger trailer, which I'm really going to need. It'd be nice to keep this one just to shuttle the stuff on the farm back and forth to the silo, but yeah, I'm not, I think I'd rather go ahead while I have the chance and just say, you know what, I can get better equipment now too. So that's what we'll do. We'll take this up to the store, uh, do the maintenance on it, sell it for whatever we can get for it, and yeah, we'll talk to Miss Sheila and see if she wants to sell that land. All right, guys. So yeah, I went to sell the trailer, and I got one of them itches to do something crazy. I sold the Massey Ferguson as well. Now, before you say, what are you thinking, dude? You're down to one tractor. Exactly. But here's my logic right now. I need three. And second of all, Miss Sheila said, if you're paying cash, then you can have them, because that's the only two fields I still own in that area, and everything else I got is on the other side of Elm Creek. She sold that, no problem. I've still got $131,000 left. Instead of blowing that on a silly tractor, like one with not enough horsepower to do most of the stuff I need, I've got a tractor, I've got a truck, right? Now, for harvest next month on them oats, I can rent a dolly that will attach to my truck and pull the semi-trailer. Excuse me, sorry about that. Did not mean to cough to the microphone. And then I can use this tractor for whatever. I can pull the dolly and trailer with this if I want to. If I want to like go ahead and cultivate those fields, like I said, pull the dolly and trailer with the truck, cultivate with this bad boy. I've got enough money to rent the combine, right? I've got enough money to rent the combine. I can pull the baler with the tractor. I can rent the trailer and the dolly and pull it with the truck. I've got a plan. We've got a few more months before the soybeans get harvested anyways, so who knows, we might wake up sometime next month right before harvest and there might be a trailer for sale. You never know. So we're going to continue on. I'm going to go inside and file my bill of sale for that land, so I've got it. I did go over there and check out the crops one more time. The soybeans and oats on the fields I just bought look amazing. So yeah, I'm gonna file this stuff and I'll see you guys next month. Alright guys, so I decided to splurge a little bit and go ahead and get the Mac Daddy combine with the largest header I could. It doesn't matter as much for that small field of oats, but for my field it'll matter. Obviously I've already got the truck and the dolly and the trailer at the field. I rented the trailer and the dolly. That wasn't too bad price wise. This right here ran me almost $30,000 to rent, which is ridiculous. They need to, whenever they make these games, they need to make it more realistic. It's not going to cost you $30,000 to rent this thing for a day. I mean, I know it'll be high, but it's not going to be that kind of high. That's just kind of ridiculous. But it is what it is. We've got it. we had the money, so we splurged a little bit. Now the main thing on this is I still have to rent the bale trailer. I don't know if I'm just gonna get. I don't really want to rent forks and all that good stuff. So I'm just gonna rent the trailer that actually picks them up for me. The bale, I guess it's called a bale loader, right? Either way. So yeah, I'm just gonna rent that one to pick them up behind the truck or the tractor. That'll be way easier. And I'm still sticking with the same plan as of right now. I'm going to put the oat in the silo, and I'm going to go ahead and take the bales to the animal dealer. That's what I'm saying. I'm just going to rent the bale loader. I'm keeping the baler for right now because I plan on doing more stuff like this. Don't worry, little last field that I don't own. You're next. As soon as we get that, as soon as we take us about a year to get some proper equipment, you're next, buddy. So yeah, I've already got the truck dolly and trailer over here. I parked them over here because I was going to do my field first, but I might as well knock out that small one. Now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder if these people are going to harvest their barley or just let it wither, because I mean, that's got to be getting close to starting to wither there. I don't know what they're doing. If I knew I could get the money just from these two oat fields, I'd hurry up and sell everything and then just be like, all right, I'm buying that one too. But we are going to stick to the plan, and we are going to make sure that we get some proper equipment. There's a Fiat for sale in the store, I think. Yeah, but it's only 160 horsepower, so that's still 19,000. You can't beat it, I know. But at the same time, I'm like, man, I don't want to keep buying smaller and smaller tractors. Eventually, I'd love for that McCormick to just be my hauler, and maybe pulling the baler and stuff like that. That is the goal. Let's make sure I've got the straw heath on. I think we are ready to go here, so we're going to go ahead and get started. This is going to be fun. I'm super excited about using the baler, which I probably need to go over there and get that. But I'm going to get started on this harvest, and I'll get back with you guys here in a little bit. Alright guys, so something I didn't account for. If you harvest a huge field and a smaller field of oat, and you're going to bale all of that, what do you end up with? Oh, I don't know. Maybe a massive amount of bales. Yeah, try 90 of them. A little bit over. I went ahead and rented the biggest auto load trailer I could get. This is still going to take a few trips. I don't even know I think the livestock market might be the only place I can take them. Let's see, straw. Well, biomass energy. Where's that thing at? Way over there. Uh, I don't. Let's see. Transportation position. Yes. This is gonna take a minute. I mean, oh boy, can the truck pull this? The truck is struggling to pull it. What in the world, dude? This truck's got like 500 and something horsepower. Okay, so what I'm thinking is, bear with me. Just hear me out. I think let's take a load over there first. As long as it's higher than the animal dealer right now. Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to have to take our time here because pulling this trailer is going to make the truck freak out probably. Especially it being a bumper pull with this much on there. This is a lot of bales. I don't know if I'm going to get like... We're going to have to see how much a load gets us. Because this is crazy, dude. Just driving through town with 30 bales on a trailer. Man. Yeah, I really didn't like. I knew I was gonna have a lot of bales for that. Look, see, jeez, man, come on. I knew I was gonna have a lot of bales for that big field. But first of all, that baler I had bought a while back. I don't know if it was a glitch with the mod or whatever, but it wouldn't pick up the straw. Like it would, but you would be going over the whole row, and it would only pick up half of it, and I was keep having to double back. So I went ahead and sold that one, got like 19,000 for it, and rented the Pottinger, like the real cheap one, the cheapest one you can get is like $48,000 buy. I rented that, so I've got extra money now at least. But still, let's hope. I wonder if bales is one of them things that places can be like, yeah, we're good. We don't need that many. I know sometimes when it comes to eggs and stuff like that, they'll just be like, nah, we're good. Um, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn on my interactive zone markers for this one. Oh, okay. Well, that's Okay, so I'm here. Will it just let me click the button? That's not wood. Okay. Um, I hope this is where you're supposed to unload bales. Unload bales here. Oh boy, there it goes. 15,000. Eh, that's not as much as I wanted. I thought it was gonna be way better than that. But like I said, I've got quite a few loads. On the bright side, if I which way did I go here? Yeah, I'm good. On the bright side, if I take all of these, you know, um, if it is, I think it's about 3 full loads, if not a little bit more. If I take all of these, I should have enough to outright buy a cultivator. I would like to think, without breaking the bank. I really wanted to get a better cultivator, plain and simple, but like I don't have the horsepower in my tractors right now. Oh, they're playing baseball today. That's cool. Oh, watch out! This drive better, Gage. Okay, so we need to. Yeah, we're gonna do some more loads like that, and I'll bring you guys back when I get to the farm. Alright, guys, so I made the decision to not buy a cultivator yet. I went ahead and rented this one again. Why are my frames off so bad? Hmm. I don't know what that is. But yeah, I went ahead and made a decision. Rented the cultivator again. It's 3,000 bucks to rent. I just needed to cultivate them 2 fields right now. I'm gonna save what I got. I'd like to not officially buy a cultivator until I have a stronger tractor and can get a bigger cultivator pretty much. So, yeah, this is going well. Mm, I'm trying to figure out what my next step would be. I need to. I've got the soybeans to harvest still this year, which is going to be a big payout, and I really need, like, from what I'm looking at, I've got all the oat in my silo that I can get paid for later on in the year. Um, so for right now, I'm going to worry about cultivating these fields. I need to decide what I'm going to plant on them. Now, I try to stick to things that are gonna make more money, obviously. So I think, well, you guys should let me know in the comments. I'd love to probably rent a planter and plant some sunflowers and put those in the silo and hold them. They also, you can also get pretty good money for those. I don't know if that's something I want to start right now though. I think I might go ahead and use both these fields and plant canola. I think that might be my best bet. I don't want to. This is the only land I'm going to have for a little bit. I need to use any money I start getting now and upgrade my equipment because the fields are going to get bigger, or there's just going to be more of them. So, yeah, I'll just go ahead and cultivate these fields, and we'll have some thinking time while we're waiting to turn in the oat. We still got to harvest the soybeans anyway, so we definitely got some time to think about it. What's going on, guys? We had to rent the load train to get our oat over to the grain mill. We had about 60,000 liters, so that's pretty good. The price is around, I'm hoping around the same as canola. Canola looks like it might be maybe $500 more on the roundabout, but that's fine. We're gonna see what we get. There is something in the store I feel like I might need to buy. I have enough to buy it, but I want to see what I get from this first. Like I said, I want to make sure our equipment's being updated properly. So let's see here. I'll make sure we got enough to do what we got to do. Alright, so there's one. That's not too bad. And then I have to switch it, yes? That's how this one works? Or do you just... Oh, there it is. Outside back. And then that one will start going out. That's good money. Can't be mad at it. Boom. Okay. So that one's done. Let's switch to this one. Not as much in this one, but that's fine. I ain't gonna complain. We end up with a little bit over 300,000, yeah? Yes. Very good. It's good money. And then the last little bit. Okie dokie. 342,000. Not too shabby. I've got to get this back to the store. Okay, I'm gonna get this back to the rental place, and then I'll click you guys back in after I've looked over the thing that I want to buy. Alright guys, so originally I'm looking at this Kinze Blue Drive planter. I kind of want a planter to be able to plant sunflowers because they have a good profit. Kind of in between canola and soybean, there's like 4,000 and something bucks in that profit range. So I need a planter. This is a huge planter that I would need, but it also requires 350 horsepower, which I do not have. So my options would be to buy this, sell my tractor, and then buy a stronger horsepower tractor. That's kind of what I'm looking at. So I would say let's go over here and see what exactly we can get for this tractor in the first place. Because I don't know. Yeah, it needs to be repainted, which costs a lot. Repaired, which costs a lot. Repair, repaint. We're gonna get 175,000 for it. All right, so we're sitting at 464. Buy, I would say buy the planter, and that leaves us with 350. So what we want to do is find a decent tractor with 350 horsepower. I think this one, the Claws, might be the best bet. I kind of like the Fendt though, but New Holland's a good one. Yeah, we got options at least. One of them smaller ones for sure. Let's see what this guy gets up to. 415, that puts us right at. Okay, so 355, right there where we need. That's 309. Now let's go to the Claws tractor. We just need 350. There's 355, 294,000. New Holland is 292. JCB, that's only 348. Let's see, what was this one on the 355 again? 294. This one's standard is 292. I go up one to, there's the 307. So I might have to get this bad boy. Let's see, BKT tires with the weights, 295. I think that's the one. Yeah, we'll take that and then go right over here, and we're gonna need a weight for that bad boy. Should I get like New Holland blue? Sure. Okay, we got, that's quite a bit of stuff we just went through. We were down to 54,000, but, and we're gonna have to buy liquid fertilizer for that planter, and liquid fertilizer for the planter and seeds. But now we can plant sunflowers. Matter of fact, while I'm here, big bag of fertilizer, big bag of seed. I don't think this thing can take, yeah, I think I gotta get liquid fertilizer. Okie dokie. We'll pull around to where we can fill this bad boy up. This is not gonna fill it up, but it'll give us enough to get something started. Move out the way. Yeah, I probably didn't have to do that, but I did it anyways. It was fun. We're gonna fill it up. Yay, 70%. I'm down with that. And then seed. Put some seed in there. That's fine for right now. Let's, I'm gonna leave you here till next time I bring the truck over. I'm sure they won't mind. Leave you there. I'll pick you up next time when I have a truck bed. And you know what? Actually, while I'm here, I'm gonna get some more seed for it. Might as well get a pallet. That'll help us out a lot. Sunflowers for sure are a big thing, so we'll make sure we have some. We'll choose one of the larger 2 fields to put sunflowers. Excuse me. Yeah, we'll do sunflowers on one of the larger fields. Maybe the largest field we'll get sunflowers. That'll be pretty good. And then soybeans on the second largest field this year. hmm And what I'm thinking is just to make up a little bit of cost, right? I think maybe I sell my cedar, the real big one, because this right here can plant the big stuff I want to do, like sunflowers and soybeans. This can plant those in large fields, and then I just need a slightly smaller cedar to do like canola and oat and stuff like that. I'm not that worried about having like a massive cedar for those, since this right here is going to take care of my big money uh, projects. So that's probably what I'll do. I'll probably take that cedar to the store, get it repaired and all that, see how much I can get for it. And yeah, we'll see. I'm going to do that quick drive real quick, and I'll bring you guys back in so we can see what kind of damage we can do. Alright guys, so I couldn't really find a cedar that I wanted right now, or one that I could afford anyways. So we'll hold off on that. I think I'll rent one probably in March. I think I'm gonna plant oat on them two smaller fields is what I'm looking at. Just so I can have I kinda wore myself out on the canola, I think was the messed up part. There is there's a planter that you can get also that plants canola, but it's $90,000. I didn't want to spend pretty much everything I had. So I think we'll stick with what we have for right now. Um, Pretty much we just did a complete swap out on equipment. We're still renting a bunch of stuff, so hopefully after planting season, unless something good pops up in the store, obviously, hopefully after planting season we'll go ahead and turn in our soybeans and get a good profit from that, and then we'll be able to update. Well, we don't have to update anything because we don't have that much equipment, but we're going to be able to go ahead and get some of the equipment we want. I'm going to put these pallets under the shelter. You see that planter almost doesn't even fit into there. Going to need a new shelter soon. But yeah, I'm going to get these pallets put away, and then I'll probably see you guys in March. Alright guys, so we are using our planter for the first time here. I've decided that we are gonna put our sunflowers in the biggest field this year. It'll be good to get something a little bit different on this field, I think. And I've still got to rent a cedar today as well and get the oak planted. So that will also be fun. Got lots. We're going to be super busy today, so might not be GoProing as much, but yeah, we're going to get our sunflowers planted. We're going to save the field next to us here, and go ahead and put soybeans in that. Yeah, we're going to put soybeans in that one. And then the two smaller fields, I think we're going to just go with oat. And if I can this year, I'm going to save the bales till December. And yeah, be a little crazy with it. So, like I said, that plan's not set in stone. I might get a stray hair and just be like, whatever, I'm putting canola in it. But definitely big money in soybeans and sunflowers. So it'll be interesting either way. So yeah, I'm gonna get this field planted, and if I change my mind, I'll bring you guys back in with the new plan. What's going on, guys? I have an AI worker planting my oat field right now, so I decided to run up here and grab that container of solid fertilizer, the pallet that I couldn't get when I bought the planter earlier. So I'm going to show you what I have done. The money is different because I rented a seeder for the oat field and I rented a large tractor and a plow because I'm an artist. Just kidding. But we've got sunflowers in our large field, and you remember about 2 episodes back I talked about knowing this was my land right here. Once I had bought these 2 plots, I decided to go ahead and put me like a nice little because of the angles, how steep they are, that hill is and everything, made me a little teardrop field in this wasted space pretty much. That has also got sunflowers on it. So we've got two very large and a medium-sized field of sunflowers. That'll be a great profit. And I didn't do anything to this field. This is going to be our soybean field this year. But over here on the 2 fields I was going to use for oats, I've used the plow to create one massive field, which I think will work out better. I tried to make it square, or as square as possible with no angles, just because I wanted to make sure my combine, when it goes, the straw heaths are in straight lines for the baler, which is something I will need to buy soon or rent again. Now, when we go to turn in these soybeans in June, after planting, of course, I will need to purchase some equipment. If I'm going to keep on the pace that I'm currently doing, then I'll need a baler. I definitely need a new trailer, preferably a semi-trailer with a dolly, or if a semi becomes available in the store, which I don't see that often, for sale at a cheaper price, then I might just do that. Um, but yeah, we've got a list of equipment that we're going to need, so we're going to see how much money we get back when we turn in them soybeans, and that'll pretty much determine exactly what we get this year. I'm not going to try to buy any more land. I've got decent sized fields right now, and I bought a shed. Um, the planter just stuck out of this one too much, so I figured, you know what, I'll get a shed. I'll get me a long, nice haul shed here. Um, the planter fits in one side, and if I do ever find that the trailer that I need, if I didn't want to put it under here, which it probably would fit, I can just put it under here. And if I ever wanted to, I could also cut down this tree and take my fence back a little bit and make a full loop around to this off this hill if I wanted to. But there's plenty of room to back up as well, so it's not causing any issues. So, I mean, if I had to make a list of things that we will be trying to secure this year, it would be another high-powered tractor, a seeder, I'm sorry. High-powered tractor, a seeder, um, definitely some type of transportation, a semi-trailer or something along the lines of it. I probably eventually start looking at grain cart as well, just to make it easier for us to get everything from the fields to the silo. But I mean, we're looking pretty good. We're getting a decent income off our greenhouses that's keeping us afloat most months, and yeah, we're not doing too shabby. So yeah, I'm gonna go take back over for that AI worker over there and get that field planted. I'll probably fertilize everything. I'm gonna plant the soybeans next month. I'll fertilize everything again in May, And yeah, then I'll probably just go ahead and end this episode here and bring you guys back for the next episode in June when we're turning in them soybeans. And hopefully we get enough that we can go on a little shopping spree, because shopping's fun. Nothing wrong with retail therapy. So I hope you guys are enjoying this series. I hope you enjoyed this video. Um, Morning, afternoon, or night, wherever you are, I hope you're having a good one. And please like and subscribe to my channel. It really helps out a lot, encouraging me to make more videos. And yeah, I will catch you guys on the next episode. I am Forklift Farmer 95. What's going on, guys? You like my trade-in? The dealership was looking a flatbed, and Andrew had let them know that I still had my Silverado. Uh, so they were like, "Hey, we want to do a flat-out trade. We got a F-250 Raptor edition up here, brown and beige, grown man truck, and this thing's nice. It's got an adjustable hitch. It's got the fifth wheel in the back. Sounds good, looks good, pretty awesome. So while we're here, you need to rent their semi trailer. And I'm gonna get this back to the house and get it loaded up with the soybeans. And yeah, we'll be ready to go. See how much money we can get today. Alright guys, we got almost a full trailer of soybeans here, and it looks like today we are heading to the farmer's market. For those of you who are wondering why I haven't been talking about Andrew as much lately, we've both been extremely busy. I've got brand new fields and a lot of work that has to be done in a short amount of time. Oh, sign on the road. Someone keeps hitting them signs. I don't know who. And he has expanded thoroughly to the east of us. He used to just own about 5 plots in between mismatching buying property on my side, and now he's expanded to about 9 different plots all on the other side of the road from me. So we're all everybody here is trying to expand, and I would say with the money from this harvest of soybeans here, we've got such a long list of stuff that we need. We're not going to be able to get all of it, but we do need to get things that are on the top of the list. We'll be harvesting our oat here soon. Matter of fact, if I check real quick, yeah, we'll be harvesting the oat next month. So for sure, we want a baler and a direct drill seeder, so we can plant something in that field. Watch out, lady! Run out in front of me. I'll tell you one thing: this truck pulls this trailer full of soybeans like it's nothing. So this is a stroke of luck, if anything. All right, let's. I don't know if they're going to buy all of these, but we'll see exactly what they want of them. It is good price in June, of course, so we'll see what we got here. We're at 50% down right now. We're already at a lot. Geez, $425,000. Okay, well, I think that's the most money we've had in our account so far. So, I think what I'll do next, I'll probably take this back to the to the rental store, and then I'm gonna head over to Andrew's house. He should be finishing up some of his early harvests today. I'll probably head over there with him, and me and him can get online, do some. He can help me do some shopping. He's usually better at finding the deals as opposed to me. So yeah, I'll get this dropped off, and me and him will kick it for a little while, and I'll bring you guys back if we've found anything worth it. All right, guys, we Andrew's in front of me there with our brand new Fiat tractor and Pottinger baler. We also found this bale loader trailer on sale on Facebook, so we had to go pick this up real quick. He's going to take that back to the house for me. We made out pretty good, as you can see. We spent about a little over 100,000, so that's not too bad. And I think we can save most of what else we got right now, unless something pops up in the store that we need. Other things we'll probably be looking to get are like, so we don't have to keep renting one, is a semi trailer and a dolly, and yeah, it's I mean, we're looking pretty good right now. So we're gonna get this stuff put away, and I'll see you guys probably next month for the oat harvest. Well, guys, I did it. I spent all the money. um, this combine came up for sale for 275,000 in the farmer's sale store. I had no choice but to get it. It's the top of the line New Holland. I did not have enough money to buy a header with it, but I went ahead and rented the header that goes with it, and then in October I'll have to most likely have to rent the sunflower header. The goal is to harvest the oat and go ahead and sell the bales, and I'm going to sell, I don't know how many bales I'm going to get out of it, but if it's more than a trailer load, then I mean, I'll probably go ahead and sell them, and then keep the oat till October. It won't be at top price by then, but it will be up from where it is now, and at least I'll get a decent or a more decent price for it. Actually, in October, I'm going to have to rent both headers, this one again and the sunflower header. So it's definitely going to be one of the things where we want to save that time to turn in the oats to the best of our. I don't know who keeps hitting them signs, man. But we definitely want to save and get as much money for them oats as possible. And if we get enough from the bales to at least maybe purchase one header, that would be nice. We'll have to watch the store real good, because I do see quite a few headers coming to the store. But it's probably not the smartest thing in the world to spend almost your whole bank account on a combine when it doesn't have the header. But it was like I said, it's the top of the line. It needs some maintenance done on it, but it'll get through this year's harvest season at least. And it was kind of one of the things where I was like, well, I got to get it now, because it might not ever be in the store again. So we're going to get these oats harvested and get the field baled up, and I'll see you guys in about an hour and a half to 2 hours, so we can take the so we can take the bales to either the livestock market or the biomass plant. Alright guys, what's going on? I just finished up everything for the day. I think I'm done anyways. I did just get back from taking the baler and the bale load trailer to sell it, because I have decided that on that field, with just a load and a half of bales pretty much and the little bit of oat we got, I don't think that's really worth it. So I went ahead and sold the baler, got like 75% of my money back for it, and about the same on the trailer. I think my best bet, possibly, I'm going to save the oat till October and sell it then, get some decent money for it, and use that to buy my header that I'm going to need. The bad part is I'm going to need both a grain header and a sunflower header, so I'm going to have to be able to get both of those, which I probably won't be able to afford. I'll have to watch the store really freaking good and just pray that that comes through. The good news out of the whole mess, I did get a second tractor. This tractor's still pretty decent. It's got 180 horsepower. It'll be good for pulling things around the yard. Thinking about it, I might end up selling my fertilizer spreader and taking this down to the shop and letting the boys kit it out into a sprayer. That might be a good idea as well. The stretch isn't as far as the fertilizer spreader, but a sprayer I think will be a little bit more accurate, and then I'll only be buying one kind of fertilizer for the whole farm instead of having to buy solid for the spreader and liquid for the planter, I'm sorry. But we're still in the market for a trailer and a way to pull the trailer. If we don't want to use a dolly and tractor, then we're going to have to get a semi at some point. I'm kind of bummed out about the baling thing, because even if I save all the bales till November or December, it's just not that much money, and it's a lot more work than the money you're putting into it. If I had animals, then I'd for sure be doing it, but at this point I need to figure out what I'm going to do with that large field over there. It's either going to be I'll have to buy a seeder and then plant sorghum or possibly canola. If I look at them both, let's see, sorghum goes to 2874. So yeah, canola is really the highest, I think. Let's see, canola, sorghum, sunflowers, I've got those in. I really don't want to do corn. Cotton pays good too in February, but that is a whole lot of equipment and it costs a whole lot of money. So we probably won't be able to get into that right now. But yeah, I think we'll, like I said, we'll go ahead and wait. Yeah, wait till October. I think what I'm going to have to do is rent a seeder though, and go ahead and get canola on that field most likely. I think that's my best bet. So, yeah, I think I'll go ahead and sim through the planting of that field. Like I said, I might not plant anything on it. I might save it and put sunflowers or soybeans on it next year. My planter is direct drill, so I do not have to cultivate anything. So, yeah, I'm going to try to sit down and figure out what the next step is for our farm here, pretty much. And I will get back to you guys in a couple of months.